Hello, dear students. So now today we would move ahead in this first chapter of class 11th mathematics, that is sets, where we were just discussing about how to represent the given set in set builder form. So today in this sequence, I have some new questions here, which has been given in the roster form. We have to represent these in the set builder form. Okay, so how to represent the given sets in the set builder form. Now if you see, we have the set A, and the set A contains only two elements here, that is 5 and -5. So how do you represent this in set builder form? So I can write it like this: set A contains the element x such that x is an integer that you might be knowing. So x belongs to the set of integer. You can write z or I also, whatever. Okay, so we have the set A here, and that contains the element x such that x belongs to z. But this is not the complete information because integers are many there. Again, you have to limit this. You need only two integers there. Now if you see, square of 5 is also 25, square of -5 is also 25. So you can write that you have element x such that x belongs to z, and x square is how much? 25 in each case. So this is how you would limit the set now. Okay, here x square should be equals to 25. So only two elements you would get, -5 and 5. Getting it or not? So this is how you would represent the given set in set builder form. Now you have the next question here. Now the question is, you have the set B here, and the set B contains some elements there. If you see, 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 8. So I can write here x. The set B contains as the element x such that x belongs to the set of natural number, because all are natural number here. But natural numbers are many natural numbers are there. You would have to limit it. Okay, because some natural numbers are missing also here, like 5 missing, then 7 and 8 missing. Many natural numbers are also missing here. So how would you limit this? If you see, all these are dividing 18, means all the given numbers are the factors of 18. Yes or not? Yes, such that x is a factor of 18, where x is a factor of 18. X is what here? X is the factor of 18. So this is how you would limit the set there. Okay, we have written this in set builder form. Now we have the next question. Question is, you have the set C here, and the set C contains the following elements: -3, -2, -1. These all are the integers. So again you can write, you have the set C which contains the element x such that x belongs to the set of integers. But this is not the complete information about this one set. You would have to limit it. So you can write where x is greater than equals to -3 and less than equals to 3. This is how you would limit it, because all the elements which are greater than -3 and equals to -3 and less than equals to 3 are included here, if you see. Getting or not? So this is how you would represent the given set in set builder form. Okay, one more way you can represent it, like I can write it, or one more answer could be like, the set C contain the element x such that x belongs to the set of integers. This is okay. And one more thing you can write, where x square is less than 16. If you see, the square of every integer here is would come less than 16. Yes or not? Square of 3, 9, all would come less than 16. So such that the x square of the integers should be less than 16. So all the integers would come there. So in both the way you can write this. Okay, now you have the next question, that is the set. You have the set D, and the set D contains the following element: PRINCAL. Okay, this is somewhat like the principal. Yes or not? So you can write, you have the set D where you have the element x such that x is a letter of the word principal, means all the words which are there in the principal are here also, like P also there, R also here, I also here, N also there, C also here, A also here, L also, means all the words which are there are here also. So you can write, you have the set D which contain the element x such that x is a letter of the word principal. So this is how you would represent the given set in set builder form. Some more questions I have, but before this you note it down. Now if you see, I have two new questions here for you. Question number 1 is, you have the set that would be which one is this, fifth or whatever, let's say fifth. You have the set E, and the set E contains only one element, that is 1 here. So how do you represent this in set builder form? You can write this. If you see, you have the element C where it contains the element X, such that X belongs to natural number because 1 is natural number, but this is not the complete information about the set. Where X is square, or you can write and X square should be equals to how much? Can you tell me? X square should be equals to X. Getting it or not? Because if you see, square of 1 is 1, but if you take any other number, its square would be more than 1. Because let's say square of 2, is it 2? No, it is 4 now. Square of 3, is it 3? No, it is 9. Only 1 is the number whose square is 1. So this is how you would have only one element there. Okay, getting it or not? Sure, very good. Now let me give you one more here. Let's say you have the set F and it contains two elements 1 and -1. How would you represent this in set builder form? So you would represent it like this. You have the set F which contains the element X, such that X belongs to the set of integers, because minus and plus all are integers. But this is not the complete information, you would have to limit it. And X is what? And X square should be equals to 1 there. If it now if you see, both square of both the elements here is 1. Square of 1 is also 1, square of minus is also 1. So set F contains the element X, such that X belongs to integer, but the square of the integer should be equals to 1. Getting? So this is how you would limit this. Okay, so write down these questions. So now we would move ahead where we would be discussing now the types of set. Different types of set we would be discussing. So first one is the empty set or the null set. What is an empty set and what is a null set? Both are same, whether you call it empty set or you call it null set. Empty set means, or the null set means, the set which is having no element inside. Okay, a set which has no element, so right here, a set which has no element. So you would call it a null set or an empty set. Okay, and it is represented by, you would represent a null set by simply these two curly bracket with nothing inside there. This is the null set, because it is having no elements inside there. Or simply you can represent it by phi. This is the symbol of phi. Okay, so it means it's a null set, whatever the way. So can you give me the example here? So if I ask you like the set of all real number whose square is -1, is it possible? The set of all real numbers whose square is -1. Is there any real number whose square is -1? Can it be possible? Square of any real number, whatever the number you are taking, can its square be -1? No, never. Square cannot be -1. Okay, so it means this one set would be the empty set. You would not have any such element whose square is -1. So this one set, this type of set is the empty set. Okay, similarly if you say the set of all rational number whose square is 2. Second example, the set of all rational numbers whose square is 2. Can it be possible? You have under root 2 here, whose square is 2, but under root 2 is an irrational number. You have to take the rational number and its square should be 2. Is there any such rational number whose square is 2? No, there is no such rational number. Okay, only under root 2 is the number whose square is 2, but under root 2 is an irrational number, but you have to find out the rational number. So there is no such rational number, so this one set would be the empty set, or we can represent it by the phi. Getting it or not? There would be the no element inside. Okay, so such a set would be known as the empty set. Just note it down. Now the next one is singleton set. So singleton set means the set that contains only one element. The set that contains only one element is known as the singleton set. Okay, for example, the set of even prime number. Prime numbers are many, but even prime number is only one, that is 2. 2 is the only prime number which is even. 2 is the only prime number which is even. So the set of all even prime number would be, or there you would get only one element, so it means the 2. So such a set would be known as the singleton set. Getting it? So second one, just write the next one, finite and infinite set. Right there, finite and infinite set. As the name suggests, finite means the set having the finite or the fixed number of elements, and the set which is having infinite elements, okay, which is not having the fixed number of elements, would be known as the infinite set, and the set which is having the fixed number of elements are there would be known as the finite set. Okay, just write down the set which has finite number of elements right there. The set which has finite number of elements is a finite set. Otherwise it's an infinite set, which is not having the finite number of element, would be the infinite set. Otherwise it is an infinite set. Infinite set. Can you tell me the example of the finite and infinite set? Yes, the set of natural numbers. If I say the set of natural numbers which are represented by n, can you tell me the natural numbers? There are many, 1 2 3 4 etc. So many elements are there. Are you getting it or not? So here you have infinite elements. Okay, so this one set would be known as the infinite set. Similarly, the set of whole numbers also is an infinite set. The set of prime numbers also is an infinite set. Can you tell me the example of finite set? Yes, if I write, let's say if we have a set A which contains the element x such that the x belongs to the set of natural number, and one more thing, x is less than 100. So now it has become the finite set, because you have fixed number of elements. You have the element there in set A, you have the element x such that x belongs to natural number, but we have many natural numbers, but we have limited it. X is less than 100. So all the numbers, natural numbers which are less than 100, you would would be there under the A, set A there, like 99, 98, all the up to 1, because natural numbers are starting from 1. So 1 to 99, all the elements are there. Now here you have the finite number of elements. So this one would be the finite set and this one would be the infinite set. Are you getting this? So this is how you would find out the finite and infinite sets. Just note it down. Now the next thing that we are going to read here is the cardinal number, or the cardinality, or same is also known as the order of a set. All are same here. Whether you call it a cardinal number or cardinality or the order of the set, all are same. So what is this cardinal number? What is the order of set? Means the number of elements in a set. Let's say a set is having the 5 elements there. So 5 would be the order of the set. And let's say suppose we have a set which is having 6 elements. So 6 would be the order of the set, or the cardinal number there. Okay. So the number of elements in set is called the cardinal number. So right here, the number of elements in a set is called cardinal number. Is called cardinal number. Getting it or not? Order of a set, same thing it is. Okay. Let's say we have a set A and which contain 3 elements, 1 2 3. Okay. Can you tell me the order of this one set? It is represented by NA. Remember this, NA. NA means the cardinal number of A, or the order of the set A. It is, we would write it like this. Okay. So if you are to find out the order of the set A, so what is the order of this? How many elements are there? 1 2 3 elements are there. So order of the set A would be 3. Getting it or not? Let me give you some other example. Let's say suppose we have the 2 set. One is the set B and it contains 4 elements, W O L F. It's the famous example. And we have another set, let's say it is C, and it also contain similar elements like, but some other way, F O L L O W. So can you tell me the order of both the set? If I ask you what would be the order of B, so you would say yes, there are 4 elements, so you would write 4. So if I ask you what is the order of C, how many elements are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6. Should I write 6 here? No, it would be wrong to write 6, because if you see, L is coming 2 times, O is also coming 2 times. So repetition doesn't matter. If any element is repeating 2 times, so because element is same, na, we are writing it twice, so element is same. Okay, so here also we have only 4 elements, F O L O W. Okay, L has been repeated 2 times, O also has been repeated 2 times, so you write only once. So here also we have the cardinal number of C also as 4. So both of the set having the same cardinal number, or of the order of the set is same here. Okay, so this is how you would write the cardinal number or the order of the set. So that is all for today. Would be discussing some more about the types of set later in the lectures ahead. Till then, stay tuned and keep watching. Thank you. Have a good day.